What's up, guys? My name is Justin, and welcome to episode 30. We've made it to 30. I don't know what that is in Spanish. I used to know, but I don't anymore because I'm not good at Spanish. I barely speak English. However, some of you, probably none of you, but maybe some of you, are saying, well, Justin, ignore this. This is rubbing off. Some of you may be saying, probably none of you, though, because I'm a basketball nerd. Oh, Justin, you timed that out. You're a big Warriors fan. Episode 30 is coming on opening week of the NBA season. And you would be completely wrong, because I didn't realize that was the case until like 3 hours ago. I was like, I didn't record one last week. It just so happens that the NBA season tips off on Tuesday. So I thought about wearing my Steph Curry jersey for this, the city jersey, or the Bay, whatever the hell it says. I don't remember. What does it say? Doesn't matter, I can't see it from here. Anyways, I thought about wearing that today and like recording this video and pretending like I knew what I was doing. But I don't, obviously. So we're going to skip over that. Anyways, what's going on this week? Obviously, I didn't record a video last week. I had some stuff going on. I was busy doing projects, homework, and stuff like that. But this weekend is not nearly as busy. Still got stuff to do, of course. But nothing like big project-wise. I want to give a shout-out to my group from Biz Writing 200, 205, 105, I don't know what number, I think it's 200, might be 200. Jamie Yoder and Kristen Paulus, they are on the soccer team and volleyball team, respectively. And both of them have been superstars. I know it's hard for them in project work, not always being here, obviously traveling with their respective teams and stuff like that, but they're rock stars, they're getting stuff done. Obviously, I'm trying my best to pick up slack and make it as easy as them as I possibly can, but, props to them for giving 100%, getting stuff done, doing well. So, shout out to them. What else is going on, though? So, when I say that it's not a busy weekend, I really just mean that I'm going to try to get ahead. So, that today's going to be hell, and then Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow, obviously, and then Sunday are not going to be hell. And I can just kind of chill out. Whether that's going to happen, who knows? Probably not, because I don't like doing stuff. But, basically, I'm just knocking stuff out, reading books, couple of exams this past week on Monday of last week. Yeah, so like 5 days ago, excuse me, like 5 days ago, had a exam in accounting. That's the class, accounting, and I spent many hours studying for it. I took accounting, like intro accounting, I guess, in high school, my senior year, like first semester. So it's been like 3 years, completely 3 whole years since I've had any accounting at all. And luckily, like I don't think, it must not be something you really forget or like not know how to do it, because it took me some time to get back into practice, remember how, everything goes, remember the order you have to do stuff and stuff like that. But thankfully I picked it up fairly quickly. I'm doing alright. I mean, ow, fuck, that was my foot. Ow, shit. Please hold. Damn it. Alright, anyway, so we're gonna pretend that never happened. Cut, edit. Yeah, I spent hours studying for that exam last Monday, and dude didn't have it graded on Wednesday, so he's making me wait the whole weekend to figure out if I did well. And, if I did well, good, and that doesn't make it, it doesn't mean it's going to be any easier going forwards, obviously. You just compound everything in accounting, and it's going to get really tricky. We have a big project coming on. We had a similar thing when I was in high school. After all the exams and stuff, we got, basically the accounts for a company, basically, and they were just like, here's the accounts for our company, and map everything out for a month or a year, however long this is going to be, right? And it's just a project based on everything that you learned actually doing. I did really well on that the first time in high school. It was 2 parts. Part 1 was like doing all that, and then part 2 was like the really complicated stuff. That's what this class is covering. But so part 1 went really, really well. I got like 99.5%, and then part 2 I think I got like 95 or 96. So hoping we can kind of roll through and, aiming for that A still, but, it's going to be tricky, it's going to be tough, it's going to be a lot of hours spent in it, so hopefully I can get ahead of it and, keep cracking the whip. And then we had a business law exam on Thursday, which I studied a lot for. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest with you. I've never really known anything about law, really, when it comes to it. I'm a business student, obviously. I know a lot about marketing and promo and accounting and, sales and all this crap and, entertainment and all that stuff. But I didn't really know much of anything really about law, so, all these cases and studies and things that have to be met in a business to, like, sue somebody or have some kind of suit against a company, it's just, it's, you either know it or you don't. There's no, like, learning it or exploring it or whatever. This is the way the law is, as law should be, really. And so it was more like you have to learn it and memorize it and just know the process. So I don't really know how that one went, honestly. We're going to find out at some point here. They're going to email part of the score. So it was like half multiple choice and true false and half like essay. Like it gave us a case. And it was like you have to explain why someone's liable or not liable or whatever in their suit. Which, God, if I knew. I mean, I thought I made a pretty good argument, but he gave us like 5 pages and I filled up like 3/4 of a page with my argument. Like, I argued my way, and that was all I had to say, and I'm not going to fluff it, I'm not going to lie, and just keep going on and on. I said why I thought it was one way, and that was that, and I think it was correct, and I mean, I'm just going to keep filling up pages, and my ears still have water in from my shower like 45 minutes ago. That's annoying. Yeah, so that's that. Last week, Fun Trucks was off, because we ran that's not 12 hours of Sebring, the Petit Le Mans. It's 10 hours long. The Ford GT car with Banksy and Yusuf and Daniel Meister, whatever his name is. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, fam. They ran in the morning slot at like 9 a.m. and unfortunately got killed like an hour and a half or 2 hours in, so I felt bad for them. But then the evening came and Brian and Adam and Jesse were running in the C7DP, but Jesse was having a terrible toothache and, you know, was giving him a really bad headache and he was just not up for it. So my number was called, so I ended up staying up basically like 22 straight hours. And that was great. And, yeah, so we did that, and we actually ended up winning. So I was super proud of the guy, super proud of Brian. He was a monster, superstar. I was not up to my usual self for lack of track time, basically. I just decided, you know, that I would be a good fit like 20 minutes before I was supposed to get in. So that was my first practice laps. But we ended up winning. You know, during my stint, about 3-4 hours into the race, the guy that was in second place ended up crashing, and then all of a sudden we had like a 7 or 8 lap lead, and, you know, clicking laps off about 1:15, we ended up being about 10 minutes ahead. And so for the next, you know, 5 hours, Brian and Adam and I, and then Brian at the end, basically not rode around, but I mean, like, we were not taking any chances. When you have a 15, you know, minute lead, 10 to 15 minute lead, you don't chuck a car in at a, you know, hairpin and try to pass a GT car. So we were just really conservative. I think we had 7 lap lead and we gave like 3 or 4 of those back. So we won by 3 or 4 laps, but it was really fantastic to finally get one to pay off. I'm super proud of those guys, and they earned it. They put in the time and the effort. I was just lucky enough to be in the seat and have a chance to go along with it, and I wish Jesse could have been there, but there will be more and we will win more. And other than that, Monday night we played basketball again. It was our last regular season. This coming Monday, like 3 days from now, is the playoffs. We're in the semifinal bracket, I think, so we got to play the second best team that we lost to by 8, but we didn't have Brandon at the time. I don't think we played that well, but Brandon's coming back. He's healthy. Hopefully Lex is okay, and yeah, that's this coming Monday. But last Monday we played against, I don't even remember their team name, and we were down early, didn't play that great in the middle of the game. I caught some fire, scored like 5 or 6 points in a row. I was on the UWGB, what do you call it, Instagram story, and yeah, made a couple threes, made a scoop layup with my right hand that I thought I was gonna brick, and was trying to bank and just fingered it up off just right. That sounded really weird, but you know, it just happened to go in. It looked cool. It looked a lot cooler than I thought it did from my view, because I was underneath and behind it, obviously. But yeah, so we were, I want to say, down like 18 to like 15 with like 2 or 3 minutes left, and Joel came back in, and we ended up tying the game at 18 or 19. And then, you know, guy, at the end of the game, Joel fouled him. They didn't call it because this is intramural refs, whatever. And he made a game-winning layup, basically uncontested, with like 2 seconds to go, because we fouled him and everybody froze except the guy with the ball. And he went in and made a layup and they didn't call a foul. So, you know, I got them in the playoffs, and it made us 2-3 instead of 3-2. Probably should have won. Probably should have played better. I took 2 bad shots at the end that probably cost us a game, but whatever. Yeah, so moving forward, playoffs, Brandon's back. I'll probably take less shots because there's no need for me to shoot unless we're going to have some kind of roll going. That's that. Oh, and during the game on Monday, dude fell on Joel's foot, or twisted on Joel's foot, or past Joel's foot, or something like that. Thought he broke his ankle. He was down. He was hurting, and you know, they had to take him to the hospital in like a wheelchair and everything. It was pretty nasty, but turns out it was just like a really bad high ankle sprain. So, what's his name? Philip Rigsby. So I'm hoping he's good. Hope we see him back, not here, but like in the future. I hate freshmen so much. Freshmen run up and down the halls and throw shit and are annoying, and they're stupid, and they're all going to fail and drop out because they're brickheads. hate them all. They can all die in a hole. Anyways, so that's that, and hope Philip is doing all right. Hope he's back, but I hope we never have to play him because he was pretty good. I toasted him a couple times, twice I think, and he toasted me 2 or 3 times at the beginning on some poor defense by me, but good offense. So, and he can shoot pretty well too. So, hope he's good. Hope we can see him back in the future in the intramurals, obviously, and moving forward, we got other stuff going on. So, yeah, that's week in review. Don't really know what's coming up this week other than stuff I mentioned. It's kind of at that point in the semester now where it's just like you're going through it, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8. It's just, the month of October into November, basically until, the week before Thanksgiving break, really. That's when that, final prep after Thanksgiving break, you got 2 or 3 weeks 2 weeks, I guess, before, final exams and wrapping up first semester. So up until, 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks from now, we're just kind of chilling out and getting stuff done, busy work, stuff that doesn't really apply to the end of the class, but stuff that has to, is on some midterm or something like that. So that's what's going on this week. Bales and M, if you see this, we need to schedule some time to record one of these with you guys, go out to eat, whatever. Amanda and Meg, we also need to go do something. Haven't seen you guys in forever. Amanda has a math test next week. Don't fail any more math exams. We can't be having that. Yeah, but so that's what's up this week and a little bit next week. And I'll keep you all updated. I'm sure I'll complain a lot about, I don't know, the Warriors will find a way to lose on Tuesday night or something like that. Or, something stupid will happen at Talladega on Sunday. So we'll go with that when we get there. But, that's been Week in Review. I look like a cherry tomato. But until next time, this has been episode 30. Bye-bye.